Alrighty, next thing to talk about is the feed tube, and this is the feed tube. That's where that is a cylinder that auger goes in and spins. Now the hole in the bottom of the hopper is down at the bottom of that feed tube, and you can look right down the feed tube and see. Now there's a little hole there what happens is the pellets are being augered up this tube and then drop down that little hole at the bottom. Now that little hole connects up with the square hole in the front of the stove. So if you take your toothbrush and put it up that hole and push it up, you'll see it coming up through right there. So that's augering pellets up, and it's just dropping them right down through. This could be clogged up, the square part. It could be clogged up in this tube, although it's unusual. That auger will feed $50. Or more likely, it could be something's not working. Now, back on the feed tube is the the rubber tube from the vacuum switch right there. Hold on, let me turn the light on. This is a rubber tube from the vacuum switch. That pulls right off. That pulls right off like that. There's a little nipple there. That nipple could be clogged, or this tube could be clogged, and that would keep your vacuum switch from closing. The number 3 snap disc is right here. Now the number 3 snap disc could be bad. They rarely go bad, but it could be. But the power for the blower, the feed motor, the power for the feed motor is coming in one side through this disc and out the other. Now if this has gotten hot from heat blowing up that square tube, it's going to trip and kill the feed motor. There's a reset button right in the center of that you can push, and when you push it you'll feel it click. That's a safety switch. So that's what's going on back on the back there. So just to review real quick, what's happening when to get the feed motor to run is the call light comes on the stove, and when that call light comes on, the feed motor will run for about 30 seconds. The power for that is going through the vacuum switch, then it goes up to the number 2 snap disc, which is right under the number 1. Then it goes back to the snap disc on the feed tube, and then the power goes to the auger motor. So that's the path of the power. Now you can take a paper clip and connect these 2 wires together, and that'll bypass this. You can bypass this one. You can bypass that one. I'm not recommending that you do that because you're messing around with 110 volts of current inside a steel body, but it's been known to happen, and I'm not recommending that you do that. But you can jump all the vacuum, the number 2 and the number 3, and get it to run, and that will tell you what it tells you. Okay, but don't do that at home. Alrighty.